game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. The 49ers will kick it away to start us off. Slips through the line. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So the USF Bulls offense will get the first swing of the game. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Back to throw, it's Tate. With the catch, it's Anderson. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football. His progressions, nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Isaac. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Bulls are marching down the field. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
South Florida, 7, Charlotte, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Charlotte's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Running free. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, USF. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the point after is good.
South Florida, 14, Charlotte.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slows.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the 49ers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Tate. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, force the 2nd down and goal.
Might be changing the route. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it from the gun. Spinderella ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning them.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Charlotte. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Back to pass. It's Tate. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, South Florida. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a man on the right. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The 49ers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. That's reeled in. It's Cobb. At the 35, he's open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the 49ers are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to him.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Tate. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Oh, they're after him. Wide open, he makes the catch. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And the Bulls will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
To throw, it's Leonard. Here's the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The 49ers will call on their punt team. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Off-play action on first down. Pressure coming. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Snags it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown Bulls! And the pummeling has started. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Lets it fly. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They're working that left side. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the 49ers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Leaves it with the back. Oh, what a move. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The 49ers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Leonard. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game as a head coach.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown 49ers. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Pass to 50. He's at the 30. 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Anderson. And the Bulls in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. It's complete to the right. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Jumped on top of the pile.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Bulls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. As they come to the line on third down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. They'll try to blast their way in. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on fourth and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to punch it in. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. And the 49ers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Power football with the run. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, first and 10. Touch pass on the run. Turning it on. And he found all kinds loads of room and got it down to the 28.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Creates a little space. He has the first and still on his feet. And he runs it